All right, boys, here we go. Dallas Cowboys, it's arrived. First team in the NFC starts right here. But first, we're going to look at their depth chart and look at who they got before we start running down the whole schedule. So they got Dak, we know that. Tony Pollard, fresh off of surgery. I don't know who any of these guys. I know who Ronald Jones is. Deuce Vaughn was there last year. So they got C.D. Lamb and then Brandon Cooks, who gets hurt a lot. Michael Gallup, who also gets hurt a lot. Cavante Turpin, a good return man. They got a new tight end. We don't know anything about this guy. We have no idea what he's capable of. Tyron Smith, he's getting up there. Zach also. And Tyler, he's been there a little while. I don't know. Their offense seems kind of meh to me. I don't think this team's going to really go that far. They're okay. But I don't know. Then you come over here. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's good. This guy's okay. Micah's really good. Vander Esch is okay. Yeah, I mean, they got just okay guys. Stephon Gilmore's kind of washed. Trey Diggs. Curse is good. This team is just meh, guys. They got Malik Hooker. I feel like he should be starting over Wilson, but I'm just a guy. Deron Bland was a pretty decent player. Jordan Lewis is not that good. Yeah, this team's just going to be middle of the road. Their roster is, let's see what their record says. They're going to play New York. I got to see New York's depth chart real quick because I don't know what they're even working with. We're going to do New York next anyway, so that works out. New York Giants. While that loads, I'm going to talk about the Jets game. Jets, Cowboys. Let's reference back to the Jets schedule because they did play there. I had the Jets beating the Cowboys, so against the Jets in week 2, L. But let's look at the Giants depth chart if it ever loads. All right, so they got Daniel Jones, Saquon, Breda, Hodgins, Slayton's okay, Paris Campbell. Yeah, a bunch of young guys. Sterling Cooper is now their 4th receiver. That's crazy. Darren Waller is a good player. I'll give you that. Thomas is okay. Neal is all right, but everyone else. Mark McGlownski is all right, actually. Go to Ashawn Robinson. He's been passed around from the Rams. Dexter Lawrence is good. Leonard Williams is good. Kayvon Thibodeau is good. And then after that, these 3 guys are not special. So if you got 3 linebackers that are not special, then you go to Dory Jackson, who's okay. It's all right. Xavier McKinney, and then you're tapped out. So I think week 1 will go to the Cowboys, now that I see this depth chart. So the Cowboys, I think, will beat the Giants week 1. Then week 2, they lose to the Jets. Then they going to play Arizona. And they going to slap them around. So against the Cardinals, that's a dub. Then they going to play New England. I think that's also a dub. But let me make sure. Let me just reference back. Patriots, Cowboys. But hold on. Let me look at the Patriots depth chart real quick. Patriots, New England. Because they're going to be pretty bad. But how bad? They were 3rd place last year. But wasn't that tied, though? With the Jets or something? But either way, I don't trust this Patriots team. Really, I don't trust Mac Jones. Patriots. So they got Mac Jones. Stevenson's okay. Juju, Devontae. So they got 2 decent number 1s. They're trying to get Devontae, Devontae, or I can't say his name. DeAndre Hopkins, that's his name. I was like, what's his name again? Yeah, so if they get DeAndre, then they would have to put Juju Smith in the slot. DeAndre, number 1. Devontae, number 2. Juju in the slot. But they really don't need DeAndre and Hopkins. That'll just be too many names at wideout. There's only one football.
Hunter Henry's good. This offense isn't that bad. It's the quarterback I don't trust. I just don't trust him. I don't trust Mac Jones, man. I just don't. He's gonna have to have a great year for me to trust him. Like based off what we've seen the last 3 years, I can't trust him. His best year was his rookie year, and he's gotten worse ever since. So we got to see it first. Lawrence Guy's been there forever. Wise has been there forever. They don't like paying guys. It's just no-name guys that are cogs in a system. Listen to what I tell you. Do your job. That's what this team is. No one special. Judon's the best player on their defense. Bentley's okay, but Jonathan Jones is pretty good. That was their rookie from last year. Christian Gonzalez is going to be a good one. So they got two good corners. Marcus Jones is also a speed guy. Kyle Duggar's good. Jabril Peppers. And then, yeah, they got good DBs. But New England always has good DBs. They always do. So their DBs are formidable. Their linebackers are eh. They got Bentley's pretty good. I'll give you that. And Judon. So they got a good Will and a good left inside backer, and that's it. Wise and Guy, they're good, but nothing special, you know. So this is gonna be a good defense with an up and down offense. Like they got some playmakers, but I don't trust Mac Jones, man, to consistently get them the ball. If this was like, say this was Josh Allen with these receivers, I would trust it way more. I'd be like, oh, this team is good. Or if this was even Aaron Rodgers, any of those top 10 quarterbacks with this offense would be very formidable. But Mac Jones, guys, I don't trust. He's a distributor who doesn't distribute. So I'm going to give the W. Well, we got to check. But I think the Cowboys will win this. Wow, I had the Patriots beating the Cowboys. All right, well, then that's an L. That's an L for the Patriots. I got to stay consistent. Then they're going to play the 49ers. I think we can all agree. Well, let's look at the Niners roster real quick. But I think we can all agree the 49ers are the better team. Whoa. Oh, San Fran. I was like, wait, whoa. Let's take a look at these boys over here. But, let's see. Why does it take so long to load? It should just be like, instead it's like, alright, so they got Brock Purdy. I can't believe Trey Lance is their number 3 receiver. Are they really going to trade him after giving up, what was it, like 3 first rounders or whatever crazy thing it was? So Purdy's listed as their starter, and he's still not even cleared to play, guys. Christian, Elijah, pretty good. Debo, Ayuk, Jawan. Chris Conley used to be a good player. George Kittle, Juszczyk, Trent. This whole O-line is new, except for Williams and Brendel. It's a new O-line. So we're going to have to see how that goes. Drake Jackson, who's that? Hargrave from the Philadelphia. Armstead's been there. Boza, Greenlaw. Warner. Burks is new. Ward. Hufanga. Gibson. Lenoir. Yeah, so there's a lot of new faces on this team, guys. Definitely a lot of new faces. I think they're going to take a little bit of a drop off. I think the Cowboys are going to win this first game. I'm going to pick the Cowboys to beat them. W for the Cowboys. But then they'll lose in the playoffs against them, I think. The only reason I think they'll win is because Week 5, San Fran still won't know who their quarterback is. Brock Purdy probably still won't be ready. If it's Sam Darnold, I take the Cowboys. If it's Trey Lance, unless he friggin' wakes up, I take the Cowboys. All right, now they play the Chargers. Chargers in LA, so they're going to be in LA. Should probably look at their depth chart. Chargers. I had the Chargers beating the Cowboys. Like that. I mean, that could definitely happen. LA Chargers. I had LA beating the Cowboys. But the Chargers are going to be good next year, I think, with the new offensive coordinator, the Cowboys offensive coordinator, and that's why I think they're going to win because Kellen Moore is going to know how to attack the team that he was just on last year. So I think Kellen Moore is going to know exactly how to attack the Cowboys. He's going to know Dak's weaknesses. So I think that's why I picked the Chargers. They got Herbert, Eckler, Keenan, Mike Williams. Like, yeah, this is a good team. Donald Parham needs to make a jump, though. Let's see. Slater. Yeah, their O-line needs... their O-line's okay, actually. It's okay. It's not the worst. Their defense... They got Boza and Khalil Mack. J.C. Jackson, Derwin, Asante Samuel. They got some decent players. It's going to be a good game for sure. But I'm going to take the Chargers. So that's an L for the Cowboys because of Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore is going to know exactly how to attack them. And I think that's what I said when I was describing it with the Chargers. Then they're going to play the Rams. The Rams. What does the Rams offense and team even look like? The Rams. What city? L.A. Rams. L.A. Rams. Let's see. I don't know what their team looks like right now. I know they got Stafford, right? And they got Cooper Kupp. So they got Stafford. Cam Akers is terrible. Sony Michel is meh. Cooper Kupp, Van Jefferson. They still need a good number one. Tyler Higbee. O-line, Brian Allen is the only, and Rob Havenstein are the only good guys. So it's going to be another shit year for this team. Matt Stafford's going to be on his back. Stenson Bennett, the guy they've been talking about all offseason's a third stringer. Ay. Let's see, Bobby Brown, Aaron Donald. You still got him. He's probably going to want out soon, though. This is not a winning team. Oh, yeah, they're going to suck again next year, guys. So this is an L for the Rams. They're going to suck again. It's going to be a couple more years before the Rams are good again. Then they play Philadelphia. I think we can all agree at Philly, this is also going to be an L. So that's an L against Philly at Philly. Then they're going to play New York versus New York. New York's going in them. I'm going to take Dallas again. I think the Giants, even though they made the playoffs last year, I think they're going to take a drop off this year. I think they're going to stink this year. So that's an L. Then they're going to play Carolina. The Panthers, I haven't done their schedule yet. We already saw their offense, what they're going to look like. I'm going to give this to the Cowboys. Whoa, I said L for the Giants. I meant W. The Giants are going to lose to the Cowboys. I don't know why I said L. I meant W. So then they're going to beat the Giants and then the Panthers. So far, they beat the Giants, lost to the Jets, beat the Cardinals, lost to the Patriots, beat the Niners, lost to the Chargers. Then they beat the Rams. Then they lost to the Eagles. Beat the Giants, beat the Panthers, and then they play Washington, who they are also going to beat. Let's look at Washington's lineup real quick. I don't even know who their quarterback is. Is it going to be the same guys last year? Washington Commanders. Their name sucks. Like, who the hell wants to be a commander? Like, it just sounds really, really stupid. Excuse me one second, guys. I got an important text I got to respond to. Give me 1 second. All right, sorry about that, guys. All right, so Sam Howell? Who the hell is Sam Howell? So their starting quarterback isn't even Jacoby Brissett, someone we know of. It's Sam Howell. I don't even know who this is. Let me look at this guy, guys. I don't know who this Sam Howell guy is. Is he a rookie? Number 14. He was born in 2000. Fifth round pick. Oh, so he was drafted last year. So what happened to Taylor Heineke? Oh, what happened to Taylor freaking Heineke? Alright, so they have no Taylor Heineke anymore. Alright, so that whole time I thought it was him. This guy's going to be even worse. So it looks like this team is tanking. They got, McLaurin's good. Doxson's good. Curtis Samuel's good. Logan Thomas is okay. Like, they got good skill guys, but they have no one to throw the ball to these guys. Their O-line, Charles Leno's a good player, and then Andrew Wiley's good. Other than that, nope. Their defense, Chase Young, Deron Payne, Jonathan Allen. Those guys are good. Montez Sweat. Great front four, guys. This is a top 5 front four. But the problem is their offense. They have no quarterback. What did they do this offseason? You didn't draft a quarterback. You didn't go all in on a quarterback. So that tells me there's tanking, guys. Their defense is ready-made. They got some G's on this defense. Kendall Fuller, Cameron Curl. These two guys need work. But if they can get a quarterback next year and then get some better DBs, another corner, safety, couple linebackers, this team is ready to go. They need a quarterback, interior lineman, corner, safety, and then maybe a linebacker or two. So they can fix this team next draft if they draft a quarterback first. They literally can fix their team next year. But this year, Cowboys are going to win. That's an L for them, W for the Cowboys. So, yeah, and then they're going to play Seattle, the Seahawks. It's going to be a good game, this one, guys. I think we can all agree on that. Seattle has definitely turned it around. It's going to be a Thursday night game, so we all going to watch that on Prime Video. It's going to be in Dallas. Seattle's going to them. I think we can all agree this is going to be a damn good game. I think Seattle has the edge, though. They got DK. They got Lockett. They got that running back. Geno's a beast. And they got that defense. I think after a 3-game win streak, the Cowboys will lose this game. There's no shame in losing to the Seahawks. And then they're going to play Philadelphia, the Eagles, and lose, I think. The Eagles are just that good, man. But actually, guys, I'm going to take that back. I'm going to give this one to the Cowboys. I'm going to tell you why. It's because Nick Sirianni is going to go back to play calling, and they lost their offensive coordinator to the Colts as their head coach. So I think the Eagles aren't going to be as good as they were last year. They win like 12 games last year? They'll probably win 10, 11 this year. They're going to lose some games just due to coaching and lack of play calling. So I'm going to give this one to the Cowboys. They lose the first one, they win the second one. I don't think Philly's going to be as good as they were last year. I know it's the same team, but guess what? They lost a bunch of coaches and a few players here and there, like Hargraves, a few guys here and there, so it's not going to be the same exact team. Then they're going to play the Bills. I got to check what I said for the Bills. Bills, Cowboys. I had the Bills winning. I had the Bills winning against the Cowboys in Dallas. Does that make sense, though? Because I think the Bills are going to have a drop-off, and the Eagles. That's what I truly believe that. We saw last year the Bills were dropping off a little, losing their offensive coordinator. When you lose an offensive coordinator, the next year the team does worse. And we see it every time. Do we need any more proof? So I just think that the Bills are actually... I might switch that up, guys. I might give the Bills the L. The Cowboys the dub. I like the Cowboys in this game. But they're going to Buffalo, so I take that back. The Cowboys don't play well in the snow and cold-ass weather. It's going to be a cold night. I'm going to give this to Buffalo. Because the Cowboys are a dome team. They play in nice weather, and, They just don't play well in cold weather games. They just don't. That's just not who they are. And then they're going to go to Miami. So they're going to go from freezing, frigid weather to nice weather. I had Miami winning. Dolphins. It's going to be a damn good game, though. Don't get it twisted. This is going to be a freaking good game. But I had Miami with the slight edge on this one. But it's going to be a good game. It can go either way, honestly, guys. But I'm taking Miami just to stay consistent. Then they're going to play Detroit. Tough game. This is a tough schedule for the Cowboys. Damn, Detroit. Washington, that's going to be a win. So I'm going to pencil that in right now. So Washington, I'll give them the W for the last game. But Detroit, let's look at their depth chart real quick. Because this is a pivotal game for the Cowboys schedule. This game could determine if they make the playoffs. So let's take a look at Detroit. Yeah, they have 7 losses. This is a pivotal game right here for a wild card spot. But like I said, every year it's 6 to 7 new playoff teams every year. So it's going to be someone new, guys. So Jared Goff, we know that. Jamar Gibbs or Jameer. Amon-Ra. Suspended. Marvin Jones. Khalid. Yeah, all right. This is a good O-line. This O-line is pretty good. No wonder they play so well. Aiden. And the defense could still use some work. I'm going to give this to Dallas. I think Dallas gets this done in a good game. So let's count out the W's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 and 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. So I got the Cowboys 10 and 7. So like I said, like I always say, they could be 12 and 5 or 8 and 9. So that's what the Cowboys are going to be. They're either going to be 8. I think it's going to be either 8 to 12 wins, but 10 is the average. And that's what we'll stay. And next time I think we'll do the Eagles next. We'll do Eagles next, and then the Giants, and then save the worst for last. We'll do Washington last. They stink. But thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.